Essay writing. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to write an essay in 3 parts, that is, introduction, body, and conclusion. Hello, Zizi. Is your mother around? I have some fresh homemade cookies for all of you, and I wanted to give them to her.
Good morning, Aunt Faye. Mother's gone grocery shopping at the market. She shouldn't be long.
Oh, never mind. I'll leave these here and give her a call later. Just tell her I stopped by. What's wrong, Zizi? Are you having trouble with your homework?
No, Aunt Faye. I have to write an essay for my school magazine. It's due for submission tomorrow and I can't seem to figure out how to write it.
You look like you are having a little trouble drafting your essay, Zizi. Maybe I can help you.
Oh, thank you, Aunt Faye.
Have you selected a topic yet?
Yes, I'm going to write on the topic, my best friend.
Okay, that sounds good. Now, you cannot expect to write a perfect essay in your first try. You need to spend some time thinking about what you are going to write. You have to come up with points that you're going to include in your essay. Note these points down and form an outline of your essay.
I've already done that, Aunt Faye. Look!
Best friend Fleck, next door, thin, short hair, sit together, neighboring park, likes eating chocolates and cakes, drawing and coloring, loves animals, pet dog, jumper, daydreaming, tells me stories, asks lots of questions, quiet but mischievous, makes funny faces, likes learning new things, help each other, loves spending time with him. This seems fine. Very good, Zizi. Do you know what an essay is? An essay is a composition made up of several paragraphs. Each of these paragraphs has a collection of connected sentences on a given topic. A well-written essay usually has a title and a minimum of 3 paragraphs. Zizi is writing an essay on her friend Fleck. She has given her essay the title, My Best Friend. The outline of her story now needs to be elaborated within at least 3 paragraphs. Let's see how. An essay is written on the basis of a given topic. Sometimes, beginning an essay can be the hardest part. Before beginning to write, we must carry out a few initial steps. First, we must spend some time thinking about the topic. This will help us come up with points that can be included in the essay. Zizi has already put some thought into her essay and come up with relevant points. Then, we can ask questions that relate to the topic of the essay and find the answers to these questions. For example, we can ask questions like, does the essay have a good title? Or, is there enough relevant matter to include in the essay? To come up with points to include in the essay, we can refer to various sources of information such as books, media, and people to get more information needed for the essay. Once we have collected all the information and ideas, we can jot them down as points to draft an outline for the essay. The points may not be full sentences, but they help to begin writing the essay. These points then need to be arranged carefully in proper order to give a suitable flow to the essay. Alright, Zizi, now that you have decided what points you want to include, let's begin drafting your essay.
Okay, Aunt Faye. But how do we do that?
Now, we know that the essay starts with the title and the content of the essay is based on it. But other than the title, there are some other parts to an essay. An essay needs to be systematically divided into individual parts. Let me help you structure your essay. An essay needs to be structured correctly for it to flow smoothly when being read. The essay begins with the title. The title should not only give an idea of the main topic covered, but also capture the interest of the reader. Other than the title, an essay is divided into 3 distinct parts: the introduction or beginning, the body or the middle, and the conclusion or the end of the essay. Let's look at what we need to cover under each of these parts. The introduction. The introduction is the beginning of an essay. The purpose of the introduction is to introduce the topic to the reader. In this case, the topic relates to Zizi's best friend, Fleck. The introduction is usually shorter than the following paragraphs, as it only tells the reader what to expect in the essay. After the topic has been introduced, we need to write the body of the essay. The body is the middle of an essay that gives the most amount of detail about the topic. It is the main section of an essay that follows the introduction. The body of the essay can be divided into several paragraphs, with one major point being covered in each paragraph. However, for a short essay, the body can have only one paragraph with several small ideas included within it. The body can include reasons, examples, quotations, statistics, opinions, or personal stories of the writer. The conclusion is the last section of the essay. The conclusion or the end of an essay is the most important part of the essay. The conclusion follows the body. It must smoothly end the essay. The conclusion sums up the essay and restates the important points of the topic, including the writer's views and opinions within one paragraph. The conclusion uses words or sentences that signal the end of the essay.
I understand the 3 parts, but how do I write my essay based on these parts? I don't know which point to include in what part.
Don't worry, Zizi. We'll structure your essay right now. I'll help you put down your points into these 3 sections. Once the outline has been drafted, the points need to be structured to fit into the 3 main parts of an essay. Let's write down the main points of Zizi's essay in these 3 sections. The title of Zizi's essay is My Best Friend. She is writing about her friend Fleck. In the introduction, we need to bring out the title. Since the reader does not know Fleck, the introduction will need to include his name, description, and also mention how Zizi became his friend. This way, the reader will be introduced to Fleck. The body will follow the introduction. Since the reader now knows who Fleck is, the body can include some more details about him, such as his hobbies, the activities Zizi and Fleck do together, and so on. The body can be extended beyond 1 paragraph. The conclusion will end the essay. This can include Zizi's thoughts about Fleck to give it a proper ending.
Okay, Aunt Faye. I know how I'm going to break up my points. What do we need to do next?
Now comes the most important part, writing the essay.
Okay, Aunt Faye. I'll start writing now.
Remember to use your outline as the basis of your essay. Make sure you include all the points. If you have any fresh ideas while writing, you can include those too.
All right, Aunt Faye.
We need to be very careful while writing an essay. While Zizi writes, let's look at some helpful pointers for writing essays. Use the outline as the foundation of the essay. Develop sentences based on the points noted down. Include any new ideas conceived while writing at the right places. Use appropriate words and good vocabulary to heighten the effect of what we want to say and how we want it to sound. Ensure that words are spelled right and sentences are grammatically correct. The writing must be enjoyable for the reader. A bit of humor can be included in the sentences to make it lively.
I have finished writing my essay, Aunt Faye. Will you read it and tell me if it sounds all right?
Sure, Zizi. Let's take a look. My best friend's name is Fleck. He lives in the house next door. He is very thin and smaller than the other boys. He has very short brown hair and a naughty smile. I met him in the neighboring park while playing with my friends in the evening. He smiled shyly and softly told me his name, and I told him mine. We played together and had ice cream, and we've been inseparable since. Fleck loves eating chocolates and cakes and always gets into trouble for eating too many. He also likes drawing and coloring, and he's won a few art competitions too. Fleck is very gentle and kind with animals. He likes feeding birds at the park and loves taking care of his pet dog, Jumper. He takes Jumper to the park every evening. Jumper, as his name suggests, is very energetic, just like Fleck. Fleck likes daydreaming too. He gets into a lot of trouble at school because of this. Fleck is very quiet around people he doesn't know. But in reality, he is very mischievous and makes funny faces at me when I study. Fleck is also a good listener. He loves listening to fascinating stories. He roars with laughter when I tell him a joke or a funny story. He also pesters me with his stories and questions. Sometimes he asks me about things he has heard in his class, and I try my best to explain them to him. Though naughty, Fleck likes learning new things and is curious about things he doesn't understand. He is a good friend and is very helpful. I love spending time with him and hope we remain best friends forever. It's a well-written essay, Zizi. You have used good vocabulary to bring out what you want to say. And the section about the park is a good addition. Now, give your essay one read through. Remember to do this always.
Thanks, Aunt Faye. I'll run through it once just to make sure I haven't made any mistakes.
After the essay has been written, it is very important to go through the essay to make any revisions if required. Before finalizing the essay, read through, revise, and make appropriate changes to it. Ensure that all the important points have been included in the essay. The essay must turn out to be exactly how you want it. Remove any detail that is not part of the topic. Check the essay for the flow, spelling, grammar, capitalization, and punctuation. Use descriptive words and appropriate transitions between paragraphs. Ensure that the words used are not repetitive. Repeated words can be replaced with different words with similar meanings. We can also ask others to read the essay so that we know how the essay looks to a potential reader. If certain sections are not as per our liking, we can also rewrite those sections of the essay if we wish to improve them.
Thank you so much for helping me, Aunt Faye. I can't wait for my essay to be printed in the magazine. I'll send you a copy of the magazine first thing on receiving it.
You're welcome, Zizi. I would love to read it.
Can we go show it to Fleck? I want him to read my essay.
Sure, Zizi. Let's go.
Before we leave to meet Fleck, let's quickly take a look at all the points we have learned in the lesson on essay writing. An essay is a composition made up of several paragraphs. Each of these paragraphs has a collection of connected sentences on a given topic. A well-written essay usually has a title and a minimum of 3 paragraphs. An essay is written on the basis of a given topic. Before beginning to write an essay, we must do the following. Spend some time thinking about the topic and come up with points to include in the essay. Ask questions related to the topic and find answers to them. Refer to various sources of information such as books, media, people to get more information. Jot down ideas and information as points to draft an outline for the essay. The points may not be full sentences. Arrange the points carefully in a proper order. An essay is divided into 3 distinct parts: the introduction, or beginning, the body or the middle, the conclusion or the end. Introduction. It is the beginning of an essay intended to introduce the topic to the reader. It is usually shorter than the following paragraphs as it only tells the reader what to expect in the essay. Body. It is the middle and the main section of an essay that follows the introduction. It gives the most amount of detail about the topic. It can be divided into several paragraphs, with one major point being covered in each paragraph. It can include reasons, examples, quotations, statistics, opinions, or personal stories of the writer. Conclusion. It marks the end of an essay. It sums up the essay and restates the important points of the topic, including the writer's views and opinions within one paragraph. It uses words or sentences that signal the end of the essay. Some helpful pointers for writing essays are: use the outline as the foundation of the essay. Include any new ideas conceived while writing at the right places. Use appropriate words and good vocabulary to heighten the effect of what is being said and how it is being said. Ensure that the words and sentences are grammatically correct. A bit of humor can be included in the sentences to make it lively and enjoyable for the reader. Before finalizing an essay, carry out the following steps. Read through the essay to correct mistakes or make changes. Ensure that all the important points have been included in the essay. Remove any detail that is not part of the topic. Check the essay for the flow, spelling, capitalization, and punctuation. Use descriptive words and appropriate transitions between paragraphs. Ensure that the words used are not repetitive. Repeated words can be replaced with different words with similar meanings. Ask others to read the essay to know how the essay looks to a potential reader. Rewrite certain sections of the essay in order to improve them if needed.